Hello everyone and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 days reading. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you, so welcome. Let's see what we have, angel spirits, guides, the next 3 days. We have the Three of Pentacles. With that, we have the Four of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Death card. So, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is all about what do we do? How do we agree something? How do we get onto the same page? How do we agree a way forward? It means that everybody has to give, everybody has to compromise, everybody has to negotiate. So there is some important negotiation, compromise taking place. It can be to do with something practical or money areas. So this is that scenario here in terms of there could well be some compromise, negotiation that you're going through. It can be to do with a group of people, can be a team or something that you're wanting to come to an agreed way forward on. But a lot of the time here, it represents that sense of the energy that I'm getting with this. Am I always having to compromise my decisions? Am I always having to compromise for the sake of the collective? Whether it feels like some collaboration or team or endeavour or project or something like that, it feels here there's a focus in terms of compromise and negotiation, in terms of whether you're in a situation here, is it working for you? Because you never get your say all the time. It can also be, it's always decided by the collective. So this might well be a focus for you for the next 3 days in terms of whether something's truly working for you or not, is what I'm seeing here. And it can be to do with a group of people. Now, the Three of Pentacles can be very positive, to do with money, career, financial areas. It can be to do with, whatever you're working as a team on, whatever that scenario might be for you. It's not limited to just, business. It can be, a community project or an endeavour of some kind. It can also represent things like property and, working on property, that kind of energy. So this is that scenario here. You're always thinking, do I always have to, compromise what I want to do? Am I never heard? Am I always having to agree as a collective and I don't always get a say? Or, I might get a little bit of what I want, but not everything that I want. And I don't know if it's working for me anymore. And this is just that scenario here of, yes, there's always an agreed way forward, but it's the collective. It's as a group. It's not one person deciding it. And that might well be a little bit frustrating, is what I'm getting here. Now, this is going to be brought into focus for you in terms of whether you want to continue doing that or not. Now, the Four of Swords is when we need to get clarity on our circumstances, because this is taking a step back to really think. And sometimes we have to just remove ourselves from a situation for a period of time. It's a short period. It's probably a day or so. That's pretty, a few days at the most with the Four of Swords. Sometimes we just take a break as well. But the Four of Swords is, I really need to think about this. I'm just going to take a step back and get my head straight in terms of whether this is working for me or not. And this is what I'm seeing for you, because the Four of Swords can be linked with things like, recovery, getting clarity on the way forward. But this person is still in thought, and that's what it requires. It requires some stillness, some thinking time to get your head around a situation, to decide in truth, being truthful with you as well, how truly you want to move forward in this situation here. So yeah, this certainly feels here that there is a way forward for you. You are getting clarity, but it's about taking a step back, because it might be here that you're not feeling heard enough, or you're not having enough say or enough control, or it's whether it's working for you or not right now. And this is what I'm seeing here for you. We have the Two of Wands. So having gone through some thinking time is what I see in the next 3 days. The Two of Wands is somebody who you can see they're taking their world in their hands. It's theirs. It doesn't belong to the collective. It belongs to them. And this can be somebody who is standing on what they know. You know, the Two of Wands is somebody who has built a fortress. They're standing in the fortress that they've built. And they have now, they're making a choice and a decision. And this is what it feels like. It feels like, okay, you know, something has been built from this collaboration, from you know, the steps that I've taken, what we've done so far. You know, it can be that sense of, you know, you've collaborated on something here, but is it working for you anymore? This can be that sense of when we're making choices about stepping into the unknown and how we go about that. What steps do we need to take, and are we ready for that? It represents choices at a crossroads, but, you know, we take our world in our hands and make choices about our future in terms of what's right for us, and we don't let fear of the unknown stop us from making the right choice and decisions. So it certainly feels here that there's the potential of a big decision, a big step forward even might be relevant for you, where we have the opportunity to step into the unknown. Certainly if something might have worked for you for a period of time, but it's not working for you anymore, it feels that sense of someone might be a bit frustrated because they want more control over their destiny or their field or what they're working on, what they've had to collaborate on. And this is somebody who is empowered, who's not afraid to step into the unknown and take their world in their hands and make the right choice for them. So it certainly feels here that there is that opportunity of, where do I go from here? What do I do? Do I want expansion now? Am I ready to open up my world and broaden my horizons? This is the kind of feeling of the reading. And we have death. Now, death is all, in this context, it can be about ending something, but it's also about change, deep transformative change. And this is somebody who's ready for change, out with the old, in with the new, shedding of an old skin, because something has served them, I feel, for a period of time. Again, this kind of collective decision-making, but it's getting inhibiting. It's familiar, but it's not really. Someone wants to take more control over their world, and they want growth, and they're connected to their passion. You know, the Wands is creative energy as well. So this is somebody who might be choosing to, you know, say, out with the old, in with the new. In with the new. They're ready to let go of something that's not serving them anymore, to make space for the new that can come in. So you're ready for the change. You're a force of change. This is that scenario here where you're ready to let go of something that's not working for you, to make space for the new, and to really, you know, open up your world and step into the new. And that's what I'm seeing in the next, you know, the next 3 days. Somebody is taking their world in their hands, and I feel something has served them for a period of time, but it's not anymore. They have a creative vision for their future, and it certainly feels here that they're ready to say, out with the old, in with the new. I'm ready for change. It's time for change, and it's about, you know, me stepping into the unknown and doing what I want to do, taking my world in my hands and making decisions for me. So this is that scenario that I see. What do we have? Thank you. I'm going to pull a message from the universe. What do we have? Thank you. Next 3 days. What do people need to hear? Thank you. Angel, spirits, guides. 2 cards. In your journey, there will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. I mean, exactly what we're talking about, shedding an old skin. If you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it is a sign that you are being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. That is what I have for the next 3 days. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful next 3 days. I will see you next time.